I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Yeah, that's right. I am moving. And no, it will not be in my car this time. Been there, done that. Yeah, so obviously this place has just been a rental for my parents as they've been looking for a place to settle down long term. So yeah, we've just been trying to get everything packed up into this trailer and things moved over to my parents' house that they're moving into. On top of that, been trying to find my own place to stay. They sold their house a while back and we've just been in this place. And obviously the goal for myself was not necessarily to be staying here with them as long as I have been, and has definitely led to some frustrating and challenging times. But I've had to surrender to God's timeline and His plans, even though it hasn't always made sense. Whenever I left New Mexico, I knew that I would be coming back and staying home with my parents, but I really didn't anticipate it being as long as it has been. And I know that hasn't been the most ideal for me or anyone in this situation, but I actually have a place lined up where I'm gonna be renting. Got some of my things packed up, getting ready to go over there now. Like my word this year being forward, I've just had to continue to trust God and take the steps that I knew how to take, and it's definitely been a process and a journey. Through it all, He's been faithful, and I've been gifted with a really cool opportunity and blessed with this place that I'm getting ready to go stay. Yeah, I'm excited for what the future has in store. We're just gonna keep moving forward. Whew, okay, I gotta get some AC going. I don't know how, but it's like in the 70s in February. Gotta love that bipolar Mississippi weather. Okay, so getting ready to go into town to meet my dad for lunch, and then we'll head out to the property. Okay, so this week has been Corinth Restaurant Week, which is an event being put on by a travel and tourism class by Corinth High School. And essentially all week they have different local restaurants that you can go to and use this punch card to be able to get stickers that you can then enter for prize giveaways at the end of the week, many of which are gift cards to the local restaurants. First of all, I want to say, where was this class at whenever I was in high school? And secondly, I want to say, what an awesome idea this is within the local community to just get out and be more supportive of the local businesses. I think it's a great idea. I don't know who was the one that came up with this idea, but props to you. And of course, as a local Corinthian, I want to be supportive of my local businesses. A lot of these restaurants I already go to anyways. With it being incentivized with drawings for a potential prize giveaway, it's definitely something that I knew I wanted to participate in. So all week I've been going to different restaurants, coffee shops, have really been racking up as many stickers as I can get. And my hopes and my prayer is that through supporting the local businesses, putting in the effort to go to all these places, we'll reap a reward. I mean, you know the old saying goes, in order to make money, you gotta spend money. So yes, it's been a little bit of an investment on my part this week, but my hopes and prayers is that through all this investment that it's gonna return back to me, whether it's receiving a prize giveaway or just having more rapport with the local community. I know it only benefits me, but I would like to win the prizes because the grand prize is actually like $500 gift cards to any of the 5 restaurants of your choosing. Not only could I use that, but also I know that that would be a great way to help other people get involved with the things that I'm support raising for the bus, for mission trips that I have planned, and being able to do my own prize giveaways with the gift cards that I could potentially win from this. So I'm really praying that this investment pans out for me. Either way, I'm getting to eat good food and participate in something that I think is a really cool idea. So today, as you saw, I went to Borum's drugstore, which happens to be the oldest drugstore in Mississippi. I don't believe that it's still operating as a drugstore. I think a few years back it stopped operating, but the restaurant is still awesome, and it's also one of the few places that serves our local cuisine, the slug burger. It's one of the things that Corinth is known for and famous for. So yeah, it's nice to go there every once in a while. Glad that that was one of the options for restaurant week. Then after that, I went to Lauren's Cake Shop, which is a little drive-through cupcake joint, and they have some amazing cupcakes. So whether you're a local or you're visiting Corinth, definitely go to Borum's and go to Lauren's Cake Shop, as well as many of the other places we have downtown and in the other areas within Corinth. To be fair, 80% of our restaurants are local businesses, so you really can't go wrong. Now I'm gonna go get some coffee from SoCo, which is my favorite coffee shop. Also happens to be on restaurant week. Got my Southern Comfort, and no, it's not the drink you're thinking of, but it is my favorite drink at SoCo. It's basically my regular. Let me get a light turned on here. Oh. All right. Well, this is where I'm staying. Nice bed, bookshelves, plenty of seating. Got a full bathroom, shower. And this is my favorite part, having a mini split. It's not that big, but it's cozy, and well, I'll just show you. It comes with a lot of space. So obviously I'm staying over there, and over here got a nice indoor outdoor area here. Got some nice picnic tables and a fire pit over there. Okay, so this room, this is the prayer room. So this is my kitchen area. Have a stove, microwave. I'll probably bring my air fryer over here. And all my coffee equipment, but there is coffee equipment here. Got a nice big size fridge. There is no dishwasher, but I'm used to that. I usually wash all my dishes by hand before I even put them in a dishwasher, so that's okay with me. One little caveat is that my washer and dryer is also got to be in the kitchen. Which isn't too big of a deal. Guys, this place is huge. Got a pond over there. All this farmland here. I mean, it goes on back all the way over there. If we come up here, I'm guessing that, you know, this could be definitely used for potential garden space. And then got another pond over here, and I guess there's tons of geese, which we all know I don't love geese. I've been traumatized one too many times, so that might be one downside, but I think I'll manage. Have this really nice little venue here that overlooks the water. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so this tour might be cut a little bit short. So this is basically a big chapel that is 3 stories high, and it overlooks the entire pond over here. As you can see, it is massive. It is 3 stories high. It's not complete on the inside, but when it does get done, it's gonna be incredible. And if I wasn't talking so much, one thing that y'all would recognize is just how quiet it is out here. Just being able to hear the sounds of nature, incredible. Okay, so I'm gonna try and film this before the rain gets too bad. Unfortunately, the only thing about this little venue thing is doesn't have any protection from the rain. Y'all might be asking yourselves, Zach, how on earth did you find yourself being able to stay at this property? And first and foremost, I have to give credit to Jesus, because none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for him and the favor that he has bestowed upon me. The connections he's allowed me to make, which leads me to the second reasoning. Essentially, a few years ago, I got connected with this lady, Miss Ginger, who actually owns all this property. And we've just been acquainted over the past few years and developed a friendship. She would let me come out here to just seek solace, seek time of prayer in just this quiet location. Obviously, I love being out in nature, and so for me, this was a place I'd come a lot of times just to slow down, quiet all the noise, and just pray and listen for whatever God was, wanting to speak to me. I'd also come here a lot of times to go fishing, obviously, since there's a pond behind me and other ponds on this property. Oh, gotta squat down. I don't know if you just heard that with my knees. I was trying to find a place to stay. Obviously, like I mentioned before, my parents are getting ready to move, and the place that they're moving into is not gonna have enough space for me, which is fine because I wasn't necessarily wanting to move in with them to the new place. Like I said, I hadn't necessarily anticipated living with them as long as I did. And as you know from my previous video, there have been some ups and downs since I've been back from New Mexico, and life has a way of throwing curveballs. And it seems that as I've tried to go forward though, there's been a lot of opposition, a lot of setbacks, a lot of adversity. And so as I've tried to go forward, it's seemed as though any decision I've tried to make has not worked out. And it's felt like I've met brick wall after brick wall. One of those things being trying to line up where I was gonna be staying. So I knew I really wanted in this season to focus on finding my own place. God's timeline opened up the door to come here. In my life, God likes to wait until things come down to the wire. I guess that's one of his ways of just, testing my patience, testing my faith, but also putting me in a position to where I have to just trust that he's gonna come through for me. And I think in those moments where it does come down to the wire, it's like there is no room for me to try and manipulate things or make things just work. It is a dependency and a full reliance on God having to come through in what seems like impossible situations. So naturally, with my parents being close to their move out date, I, started stressing and worrying, like, where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? Trying to remind myself, like, all throughout the Bible, it says, don't worry, don't be anxious, trust in God, put your faith in Him. He's trustworthy, He's faithful, He's the provider. Just trying to have that perspective, and in my prayer life, just continuing to thank God for all the things He's blessed me with, and thanking Him in advance for the things that I believed He was going to provide me with. I ended up going out to a young adults group and ended up being the only one to show up for this thing. But that gave me time to just, be able to speak and open up my heart to my mentors, Melanie and Carol, and just share with them some of the things that I've got going on, some of the things that I'm trying to, just trust God in and give my burdens to Him in. So we began talking about, where I was going to stay and trying to figure that out. Melanie actually brought up this place and supposedly has known Miss Ginger for several years. They went to high school together. And so essentially Melanie told me that she was going to run it by Miss Ginger, the possibility of me coming and staying here, renting out one of the cabins, and maybe doing some odd jobs and different things to look after the property. I specifically felt this call to actually come out here to this very spot and just pray over my future, pray over the next steps, and release those steps in God's hands and just say, your will be done, whether that is opening a door to come stay here or wherever else it may be, just trusting that He's going to give me the opportunity to work and provide for whatever I need. Lo and behold, Miss Ginger ended up giving me a call the very next day, and we set up a time to come out here. She has blessed me with the opportunity, like tremendously huge blessing, to just be able to come out here and just have a place that I can call my own. Still be able to pursue missions and ministry while also helping another ministry on top of that. Because Miss Ginger has a really cool testimony of how she got this place. So maybe I'll have her tell that story sometime and share some of her vision going forward with this property. I'm excited to be here and just be able to play a small part in whatever it is that God has going forward for this place and for Miss Ginger and for myself and anyone else that might come out here and just be blessed by this property. But again, I am just super grateful to Miss Ginger. I can't help but just feel excited about this season that I'm entering in. I've got the bus ministry and going forward with that, and got the Spain trip coming up. I don't know if I mentioned that. Oh yeah, I'm going to Spain, by the way. I'll have some more updates on that, but I'll save that for another day. But I need to stand up because I'm getting older and my hips can't handle that anymore. So yeah, that's a quick little tour of the place. Obviously there's plenty more to explore here. And yeah, I would love to be able to have people come over, have guests, whether you're in Corinth or you want to come visit me in Corinth. I would love to be able to have you guys here. We want to do some things like worship nights, prayer nights, maybe even do something for the young adults, maybe like a weekend getaway or something. There's honestly so many possibilities, but yeah, super excited. I've been saying excited way too much, but I am. But yeah, if you guys want to come visit me, this is where I'll be staying. And yeah, it's gonna be a nice home base for whenever I'm not out on the mission field, to where I can come back and rest and, just be praying for whatever God wants me to do next, wherever He wants me to go next. Now I'm gonna go get the rest of my stuff. And I guess I can stay here tonight. You didn't think I was gonna actually leave my camera, did you? All for the shot. You wanna try a cupcake? Alright. These are... Oh, I just... got Lauren's cupcakes here. Okay. Ooh, they smell good. Alright, yeah. That one, I guess I kind of messed up a little bit, so I'll take that one unless you want it. I have no clue what they are. I probably should have asked, but I told her to just surprise me on them. So these are Lauren's cupcakes in downtown Corinth. Yeah, that's really good.
You know the only thing wrong with it?
Needs a cold glass of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lauren's cupcakes, 10 of 10. Definitely recommend. Go get you some.